everyone, and you are watching ThessA, the Art of Life. Welcome. I hope you'll enjoy this episode of Bullet Journal. So July is finally here and summer has arrived. We are going to the beach, we are having vacations, all the lovely things that summer brings. But one thing that we still need is some planning, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do the bullet journal for July, so come with me and I'll show you just what I come up with. On my front page for July, I've chosen the beautiful hollyhock, and I found some in an alley the other day when we were out on a little exploring and photographing tour with the dogs. I took some photos of them. So I'm sketching these sheer petals on the flower. The center of these flowers are a bit tricky because they have a sort of a cone that stands out, but when you draw them right in front, you don't see this cone, you only see it as a circle. But when you draw this flower from the side, you can see their shape. And to give this flower a little bit of a life, I draw some shading from the center and out towards the petals. Also, this creates the illusion of folds in the petals, making them look a bit more soft. And I do the same in the most outer parts of the petals. I draw some line inwards, not entirely in, but just a little bit here and there to give that texture to the flower. The hollyhock have quite huge buds that are seated right onto the stem, and it kind of looks a bit funny because it really looks like these buds are just popping out. The leaves on the hollyhock are really big and chunky, also a bit flaky. It's almost like you can imagine a hand and drawing in that kind of shape, but you do them more flaky in the edges. I've chosen to color this hollyhock in a lemon yellow color because that color was truly the one that stood out for me when I was looking at these flowers. Even though they come in a variety of pinks and reds, orange, white and purple, the yellow one was the one that I really got stuck to. And here you can see the photograph that I took of the hollyhock with the yellow flower on. Continuing on to the second page, I, as usual, write the month name as a background, and this month it's of course July. I'm writing in a bright blue color that will stand out beautifully against the bright lemon yellow color of the hollyhock flowers once I do the cut-off on the page. And I add the word July at the edge of the page as well. Then I do a small calendar of the month, and I add space for important dates, goals and intentions for the month. Next page is my thought page, and illustrations for July is going to be the swallow birds, because they are at this time of year visible all over the island and flying fast in the sky. I'll see if I can get some on camera later. They are really fast, so I'm not sure that's possible, but I'll give it a try. I'm just doing an easy illustration of them, nothing fancy. Basically, its shape consists of mostly C shapes, M shapes, and except for the beak that is drawn as a V shape. I've chosen to color them as blue, even though swallows are very versatile in color. They come in both black, dark blue, dark green, brown, grey, and in brown nuances with contrasting colors like white and red. These are very graceful creatures, the sky. They make it look so easy when they're sailing the skies, which also is a tell sign of their skill. Anyone in life for that matter. If someone does make something to look very easy, they probably are very good at it. Slow down. Moving on to the next page and the quote of the month. This month I am drawing one of my most beloved roses, and it's the rugosa roses, which you often find by the shore. This is one of the roses that has such a beautiful fragrance. They come in a vibrant dark pink color, but also white. The rose themselves I color, of course, in a darker pink color. I also draw some of the green leaves that makes up the bushes of these lovely roses, and I color them with a light green and making a shading to bring them to life. Now to the quote of the month, and I've chosen Laurel Thatcher Ulrich for this month, and she said something that really gets one thinking. Well-behaved women seldom makes history. Now, isn't that food for thought? On the next spread, which is my idea spread, I can gather all of the ideas I get so I don't forget them in the next spread. I'm drawing some cow's parsley. I just love these tiny white flowers, and when I start to think of it, they are quite fitting because ideas often come in small clusters and grows to be a full-sized shape, just like these flowers. And here I'm only coloring the leaves because, well, the flowers are white. On the next page is my mood tracker for the month, and divided into 4 weeks. I am going to add flowers to the strings on those days I feel great and leave the empty space on those lesser great days. And the next page of the spread is my money tracker, where I'm going to add different straws of grass when money comes in. We now come to the weekly spread of the month, and here once again we find the hollyhock flowers. And I know it's kind of a bit over the top with all of these tiny flowers on one page, but I really like them and I think they look really good, so I just have to draw them.
Push or pull, and I am going mad just like you knew I would. You're reading me like an open book. You know me better than I ever thought you could. You see my body rush for the escape, while my heart wants to stay. I'll run away, hit the road and almost late, but I keep turning back.
On the lower edge of the page, the first page, I'm adding my daily tracker to keep track on my activities so I don't forget to take my vitamins or keep track on how much coffee I drink, so don't get over the top on that one. I also add a little space to fill in what's especially important this week. the second page, I'm adding this week's menu. I'm coloring them in pink and yellow colors. Next is a tracker for my little ones to keep track of all of their activities and see to it that everyone's hair and fur gets brushed. I'm also Flower Garden on this page to divide it into two parts, adding a Monday to Sunday space on one side and room to write the activities on the other side. Then we have the social media tracker, which last month I said I was going to change it up a bit because I wasn't truly happy with it. Well, to be honest, I haven't had that much time to think on how I should change it, so the only thing I'm actually adding to this tracker is a column for intentions. I can now add my intentions of uploading every week to each social media platform. I also skipped my checklist because I actually never used that. And instead I'm adding a space to what's important this week for my work. So that's the month of July. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already and hit that notification bell to get notified every time I upload a new video. Share it if you liked it, and yes, do like it, please. Ciao Bellas!